And here's the thing. We all won in this. We all, whether Katt talks bad about you, good about you, a week later, we all won. He was in everybody's lexicon. Everybody was talking about Katt. And this is one of them times. Again, just reminding people who he is and how his name, and when you put him in certain settings and he becomes this force of nature, everybody gravitates. You know you're big, and you know this interview is moving when they are interviewing people on the Golden Globes red carpet and they're bringing Katt's name up. Oh, you didn't get it from Katt. Nobody got it from you. He didn't talk about you, or he did talk about you. It was just one of those moments in time. And Katt's had about 2-3 of them in his career where it just, when I say everybody was talking about it. And this was it. And it's not that he needed a career boost, but it did boost it, even to a higher level. There's always another level you think you can get to. I always say, like, as a comedian, if you sell 10,000 tickets, you want to go back and sell 11,000. And this is just one of them things, man. People were mad that he didn't bring their name up. Mike Epps was like, well, why didn't Katt bring my name up? They interviewed D-Ray. D-Ray brought it up. I mean, people were not mad. We were laughing about it. But it's like, I never seen nothing like it off a podcast. And, you know, Katt benefited the most off this, and Shannon Sharp. But I would dare to say, as far as like in a positive light and everything, I think I was third in all this. Every week I tell stories about the week that I had, the week I got coming up. I might do an entertainment story. Listen, I'm not that guy to tell people's personal business like that. What everybody does on their personal time, that's it. But I will share stories about things that happened to me. Hence the Steve Harvey story last week. That was the most clickbait thing I've ever seen on the internet. Like, people just say Gary Owen gripes about Steve Harvey and Steve Harvey doesn't pay. But if you really listen to what I said, I said numerous times, this isn't on Steve. This isn't about Steve necessarily. It's about the production, the studio, and what I was getting at was similar to what Katt. The reason I brought up the Steve Harvey story last week is because I felt like it was an example of what Katt was talking about, of how I haven't really, quote unquote, crossed over. Because really what the story was about was the white producer, the white PAs, everybody behind the scenes that basically wasn't black treated me like I should be like thanking my lucky stars I was on the Steve Harvey show. Like I had nothing else going on in my life. And, you know, these execs, the way they treated me was like I was some newbie that I should be thankful that I even have this opportunity. I'm thankful for every opportunity I have to be in front of the camera. I have no ill will towards Steve or anything like that. I would love to work with him again. And I think the story was twofold for me. It was one, it was piggybacking off what Katt said. And it was also like, I always wondered if Steve knew.